since it's almost Hanukkah, I thought we might, and maybe this is just rabbis because we start preparing for holidays so far in advance of everybody else, but light's been on my mind, and perhaps it's been on yours. If not, I encourage you to come to the Hanukkah marketplace on Sunday during religious school to make sure you're all stocked up light-wise for the holiday that's coming so soon. The story that I wanted to share with you tonight is about the power of light. And I hope that when we think about light, we can look at the Hanukkah candles and think about that kind of light, but I hope every time we say that word, we think about the symbolic meaning of light too, something that makes a dark place brighter, something that makes a cold place warmer. It is a force that is the very first in the entire world. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. It was God's first intentional act, bringing this amazing creation into being. So the story goes that there were 3 children of a king. And this king said to his 3 children, "I have to give this kingdom to one of you, and I want to give it to the one of you who is perhaps the wisest and the most sensitive, the one who's going to take care of my kingdom and the people who live in it in the best way. And so here's your challenge. Your challenge is," and the king walked them down the hall to a big empty room. The king said, "Fill this room as completely as you can with anything that you want, and the one of you who makes the room the fullest, that's who's going to inherit my kingdom." I'm not sure if this is the best litmus test for being able to rule a kingdom, but this is what happened in this story. So the first child of the king took big stones, and he lugged them one after the next into the room and piled the room full of stones so that you couldn't possibly fit a single other stone into the room, and you really couldn't fit anything else in there either. They were so close together, so squished. And he went and got his father, and he said, "You see? Look how full this room is." And the king said, "I see. Interesting. I'll take note of it." And the second child, after those stones were removed, said, "I think I can do even better." And so this child, this son of the king, took paper. Think about how thin paper is, and filled the room from floor to ceiling with paper, stacked right on top of the other. You can imagine how full a room would have to be filled with paper, how little space there would be in it for anything else. And when he was finally finished, he said, "Look, the room is full. Look at all that paper." And the king said, "I see, I'll take note of it. Well done." And they emptied the room again. And finally, the third child said, "It's my turn." And she thought about her brothers. She said, "Well, he brought in all those heavy stones. That was really good. And he brought in all that paper. My other brother, that was really good. But I think I can do even better. And I think I can do it even faster." She went into the room, and in 30 seconds, she came out. And it seemed like she didn't even have anything with her. And she said, "I'm ready to show you the room." And so her father followed her into the room, and all he saw was a candle, a single burning candle that she had lit, that sat in the middle of the room. And there was not a single inch of the room that wasn't touched by the light of her candle. She had filled it with light from one candle. And he said, "I believe that you understand the power of one person to make a difference in a vast space. It doesn't take heavy lifting. It doesn't even take lots of intricate wheeling and scheming. It takes sensitivity to what is truly powerful. And you will be the one to inherit my kingdom because you understand the power of light." If we think of the shamash on the menorah, everybody knows what that is. Everybody's probably touched one before. The lesson of it that I hope we take home when we light our Hanukkah candles in just 2 weeks is that one candle lights all the rest. It shares its light, and light only grows. So when we look around at this world, the coldness of it, the darkness of it, yes, outside in nature and also among people in our community, I hope that we remember the power of one shamash to light up all the rest. And we don't just get to hold it, but we actually have the commandment to be it. So I hope and pray that each of us can find a way to fill a room with light this season and in our lives to come. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.